Hello everybody, welcome back to I Dream of Indie. This is Ole Gamer Joe here with another review for you today. We're looking at a remastered game, Sam & Max Saved the World, on the Steam PC platform, releasing as of December 2nd of 2020 from developer and publisher Skunk Ape Games. This one will also be available on the Nintendo Switch for the price of $19.99. The original release on PC was all the way back in 2006. This was from Telltale, who unfortunately shut down back in 2018, but Skunk Ape here has acquired the license and the assets for this game, and we're able to do this wonderful remaster. If you aren't familiar with the Sam & Max series, it has quite a long-running history actually that dates back to 1993 with the release of Sam & Max Hit the Road using the Scum engine. That was a pretty long time ago, but it just shows you there's a lot of history between these two characters. They're both freelance detectives that work on a wide variety of different hilarious cases together. Most of the 6 cases or episodes that you'll come across in Sam & Max Save the World will begin from their office, as they are freelance cops that are waiting for phone calls to come in to get the next case. But those calls do eventually come, and they'll lead them on some pretty interesting adventures that include the White House to underground casinos. They might even end up on a TV set, and hilarity will ensue. But regardless of whichever episode you're playing, the result is mostly the same. The dialogue between these two characters is hilarious, and a lot of the other side characters that you'll meet along the way are equally entertaining, well voice acted, and enjoyable. Being a point-and-click adventure, you more or less know what to expect here, but the puzzle difficulty is not that extreme. Most of these were easily solvable, and each episode will take you maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours to complete, depending on your skill level. You're not going to come across too many illogical solutions here or weird combinations of different items, and that's not necessarily a bad thing in my opinion. It helps to push the story forward, which again, that's the real strength of the Sam & Max series as a whole. You do have the ability to run, which will help you to get around quicker, and you can use a keyboard, mouse, or a controller if you so wish. I found that both options were fine. I personally preferred the keyboard mouse, but it's up to you. The controller is more than adequate at the end of the day, and getting around is a breeze. You might even hop into your car from time to time, which can result in a little bit of a mini game, but getting from location to location is also not a problem and happens rather quickly. The occasional load time can bog the experience down a little bit, but they weren't painful to the point where it was overly frustrating. For the most part though, the gameplay loop is as you would expect, solving a few light puzzles, talking to different characters, and choosing from a variety of narrative options, and that's really about it. If you're wondering what's new in this remaster and you were a fan of the original 2006 release, it is running on the more recent Telltale Tool engine, and it shows. The graphical updates are quite nice here with some really great lighting. Some of the characters' faces still look a little bit old and outdated, and the facial animations aren't as good as you would expect in newer games, but they still get the job done. This does not look like a release from 2006, that's for sure. I was especially impressed with that lighting though. Again, there is the controller support, which is new to this version, and you also get a few new musical tracks by the original composer, 5 of them in fact, so that's a nice little addition as well. Outside of that, there are some updates to the original cutscenes, as well as a new voice actor for the character of Bosco. So on the whole, they didn't exactly reinvent the game here, but the renovations are quite welcome and well done. I did enjoy playing the game at the high 4K resolution quite a bit. It looks really sharp. Even though I wasn't able to tell the original tracks from the new ones, I think they were all really well done. There's a little bit of saxophone going on here, some sleazy sounding tunes that really do fit the setting quite well. I think the voice acting across the board is excellent. It really brings these characters that you'll come across and Sam & Max to life, and that's probably one of the more enjoyable aspects of this game. Once again, the character interactions, the dialogue that you'll come across, it's all quite excellent. Overall, this is a great entry point for new Sam & Max series fans, or if you've enjoyed the original releases, jump back in. There's plenty here to still fall in love with. The graphics look really great with the updates. The voice acting is still top-notch all these years later, and there is again some new voice acting, and there's plenty of options in terms of control scheme. You have the mouse keyboard setup, which works quite well, or you can use a controller. While the puzzles are a little bit on the easy side, and that might be disappointing for some folks out there, I didn't mind that because it helped to push the story forward, and I was really enjoying the storyline aspects here. I will say one real big disappointment though is the fact that they didn't cram more content into this outside of the remastered updates. There's no real bonus features here. They could have had some nice history of the series packed in, but they've decided not to do that. Now my understanding is they're going to try to remaster the other seasons of these games as well, so that's something to look forward to. But still, it would have been nice to have a little bit of history and some bonus content here. Still though, at the end of the day, the updates that they've made to the game are enjoyable, and it's a good value at $19.99 to get all 6 episodes, so I really can't complain too much. If you're looking for some simple entertainment value with some really good writing and a duo unlike any other really in video games, then check out Sam and Max Save the World. It's a really fun time.
Hey, Bosco.
Nice flapjack.
Son of Cordon Bleu, who is this Bosco? Hey guys, it's me, Bosco.
No.
But you may call me Jean-Francois Bandepart, the new French anarchist.
So will you be taking a bite out of crime in Sam and Max Save the World? Let us know in the comments section below. And if you have enjoyed our video coverage today, consider hitting that subscribe button. It helps us to bring a voice to the voiceless ones in gaming. There are so many other ways that you can support I Dream of Indie if you so wish. Right down in the description box below, we have a merchandise store, and we also offer memberships here on the channel. However you end up supporting us, it really means the world, and we thank you so much.